Here with Nate. Welcome. We see you every time there's a moon event. Almost we see you
Yeah.
here, but we see you in a unique position as the sound engineer. But coming up in a few days, we're going to see you right up here. So
Yeah,
yeah, but that's not your stuff. But
no, this is
but,
Humber's.
but you might have a little similar setup, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna bring some drums in here and some keyboards and some guitars, lots and lots and lots of guitar amplifiers. So that's we're hopefully gonna give people something to be at least interested in or intrigued by.
So if someone hasn't seen Shiny Shiny Black before, and it's maybe a typical, if there is such a thing as a typical Moon patron, maybe more towards like singer-songwriter style, what can they expect when they hear your group for the first time?
So I would say we're definitely very much influenced by folk traditions.
Mhm.
What we've kind of worked at for the last 10 years really is trying to find a way to make rock and roll that works in a folk venue.
Mm.
That's actually been something that's been very intentional on my part. I love the folk songwriting traditions,
Sure.
and I love kind of the storytelling aspects of folk music. Um, but especially as I was coming up in the late '90s, there was a folk venue in my town that had a lot of people came through, and at a certain point, I was just kind of like, "Gosh, can we do anything besides just strum and acoustic guitar?"
Yeah.
And so I wanted to introduce kind of all the textures and sounds that you can generate with electronic instruments, but still keep the kind of the community aspect and the storytelling aspect of the folk traditions intact. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's I'm pretty excited to bring that experiment into this space because, as you know, like this is really a wonderful folk space.
A place where you can have a song with lyrics that expand over, the story. It takes a number of verses to tell.
Right, and,
Yeah.
and also like it's very a community oriented venue,
Right.
and the whole like kind of storytelling
Yeah.
aspect of it, and yeah, so that's
Yeah.
I think actually people might be surprised how much sense a rock band makes in this context.
So it started. Did it start out just as a duet between you and your wife, or was it?
No, it was actually Anna P.S.
Oh, sure.
Was the original second guitar
Mm-hmm.
person in the band, and I had some songs and I wanted to try them out. And I asked Anna to kind of help me add some pieces. I wasn't a very good guitar player in the early days of Shiny Shiny Black, and so I needed a little help.
Sure.
Just to like bring something more than just the most basic of chords.
Oh.
And so Anna helped me
Yeah.
kind of bring that, and then the band grew and evolved from there.
Yeah. And now you have one or two new members now?
Yeah, well, Simon Hurst, who's a great piano player, great guitar player, has signed on to kind of be our an additional instrumentalist, and then we want to add a drummer, but we need to find the right person. But we're kind of bent on adding drums as an element to our shows. But we kind of currently have a rotating cast. So for this
Sure.
show, our friend Sarah Hogg from the Ted Yoder Band is going to be playing that role.
Yeah.
But she is a great marimba player in a well-known band, and so she really, they get her priority as they should. And
So she's not bringing a marimba this time.
no, not this
Oh,
time.
darn.
No marimbas.
Oh. Between your guitars and amps and the marimba, there might not be any room for people.
Yeah, that's certainly her marimba actually has an extra low octave,
Okay.
so it's over 9 feet long.
Wow.
So I'm not sure how well it would fit
Yeah,
on the
there you
stage,
go.
anyways.
There you go. Sure.
Um,
Yeah.
So yeah,
And you have a couple recordings out already, right?
yeah. So we have a couple like little EPs, a couple singles that we've put out, and then a full length album called Travelers. Yeah, we have an EP called Wild Edges, and then we've done like a live compilation, and then we did kind of a roundup of songs that we recorded during the pandemic.
Sure. And where's the best place for viewers to get a preview of that, or to purchase it, or listen?
If you want to just listen to the music, obviously Spotify. I shouldn't say obviously, but Spotify, Apple
Right.
Music,
Uh-huh.
all that the usual suspects.
Sure.
And then if you're interested in kind of getting a little more of kind of the aesthetic or ethos of the band, we have a YouTube channel, Shiny Shiny Black on YouTube, and that would give you a pretty good idea of what we can do.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And I'm always told to ask by the main producer here for the person being interviewed to share their earliest musical memory. So what would that be?
Oh,
for you?
wow. Okay. So my earliest musical memory was my parents were part of a church that had a full band. So like an acoustic guitar, a Hammond, a piano, sometimes sax player, bass, drum set. And I remember very early on, there was kind of like this weird bootleg culture where people would bring in their tape recorders.
Oh, sure.
And one thing I distinctly remember asking my dad, probably around 5 or 6 years old, was asking my dad if we could sit near the drummer so that we could record the drums.
Sure.
I was so enamored with all of that.
So you were technically recording from 5 years old on,
Well,
or earlier. Even.
well, yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely that underpins a lot of my connection, my personal connection. to
Sure.
music.
All right. Well, you can see Shiny Shiny Black live here at the Wild Rose Moon on April 30th, Saturday at 4 and 8 p.m. 4 o'clock radio show and 8 p.m. concert.
Can't wait to see you.
See you then.